illegal immigration in this country, but today it's over. The Senate shelved the bill after 53 senators voted against its move toward a final passage. Pat Buchanan is MSNBC political analyst and author of State of Emergency, and William Gheen is the president of the Americans for Legal Immigration. Thanks to both of you for being here.
Thank you, Monica.
All right, so I'll ask both of you first for your reaction on the bill, starting with you, Pat.
Well, the bill is dead, and it's a corpse, and it's not going to be, the amnesty portion won't come back to 2009. The meaning of this inside the Republican Party is, I think, permanent estrangement from the President of the United States and the administration, and a real division, Monica, among those senators. Awful lot of nasty name-calling went on against people opposed to this bill, and I think it's going to be a long time before that breach is healed. I think some careers have probably been halted and are not going to be going forward because this bill was loathed and detested by the base of the Republican Party and the Reagan Democrats.
William, your response to the fact that this didn't go anywhere after all of that?
Well, what happened was truly historic. National internet organizations like AliPac and Talk Radio told the public what was in this bill, and those mediums allowed the public to say what they didn't like about the bill. That's why the Capitol phone systems were overloaded with angry callers from all around the country. What we are trying to do next is we've got one of two things that are going to happen. Either one, we're going to wait for them to come after talk radio and the internet trying to restrict the freedoms that led to the defeat of this bill, or it's time for the Congress to investigate the executive branch, because until the president starts to enforce the existing laws of the United States, it doesn't really matter what they pass. It's not the president's job to choose which laws he will obey or enforce. That's what kings do. And we don't have kings in America, we have presidents, and when they don't do their job, Congress needs to assert itself to make sure that justice is delivered in this country.
Pat, what do you make of this? Is it time to hold the president responsible, as William asserts?
William's got a very, very good point. The president, look, the laws are on the books. The president simply won't defend the border, which he has to do under the Constitution, and enforce the immigration laws, which have been on the books a long time. And I think maybe some of the Republican candidates for president will now see the enormous passion and energy and fire behind this issue and demand that the president do his duty and enforce the laws of the United States.
William, I'll let you have the last word.
I want to agree with Pat on that and say that basically we won a small battle yesterday, well, a big battle, but we dodged a bullet. Our republic is in danger, and until we restore the health of our republic and the processes, all bets are off. The people who are pushing the president's SPP and the North American Union are not going to stop until they complete what it is they want to do. We need to determine who they are, where they've broken the law, and find the perpetrators of this outrage and hold them to justice. And Congress is going to have to assert themselves to do that for the health of the nation and our political way of doing things here in the United States.
William Gheen and Pat Buchanan, you two in some agreement today. You may be the first two to agree on anything on this immigration bill. Thanks so much for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you, Monica.